Hi, this is Isabel with the Nema Belly Dancers, here with the Buffalo Soldiers. We're here to ask you a few questions in regards to your organization in hopes that you can tell us a little bit more about the history.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing fine. Can you tell us your name, please?
Yes, my name is Jonathan Collins.
This is Jonathan, and he'll be talking to you a little bit more about the history and the culture.
Would you like?
Okay, well, can you tell us a little bit more about, the culture of...
Yes, all right, so basically African Americans have fought in every single American war, and it wasn't until after the Civil War where the contributions were truly recognized and valued. So after everything, and the unions started to reorganize the Army, and basically the Army and reconstruction of the whole U.S., Louisiana Purchase and all that. So they created 4 new cavalries, the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th cavalries. And the 9th and 10th cavalries were designated to African American soldiers. And
Okay, and your name is?
My name is Clyde Phillips. And
okay, Clyde. You could tell us a little bit more about the history?
Well, as Jonathan was saying, the Buffalo Soldiers actually began in 1866. Congress enacted, passed a resolution and the law that indicated that the blacks could now have and participate in the military as paid regulars. That was the first year paid regulars were allowed in the military in 1866. So after the Civil War, there were thousands of African Americans that participated in the Civil War, and of those thousands of Africans that participated in the Civil War that were slaves that were coming out of slavery, they condensed the military down into, as he said, 10 units of cavalry units. But the African American units were all segregated units, so they condensed those into 4 units: the 9th and 10th cavalry units, and the 24th and 25th infantry units. Now, the 25th infantry units and the 9th and 10th cavalry were all black. They had all black soldiers with white officers. So there were no black officers until much later, about 1877, with Flipper. Flipper was the first black graduate of West Point. But during the Indian War period, the Buffalo Soldier encountered the Native Americans on the plains, and because of the way that the Native Americans respected the buffalo and fought with the soldiers, when they encountered the Buffalo Soldier, they knew that they had a very fierce adversary, a very serious foe. So they likened the ferocious nature of the Buffalo Soldier to that of the buffalo. So that is the name that they gave the black soldiers that they met on the plains, because they were called colored cavalry. They were, Negro troops and other names, but the name Buffalo Soldier came from the Plains Indians because of the fierce nature of the way that we fought and out of respect. So they kept that name Buffalo Soldiers all the way through the World War II. That's when they actually dropped it, when the military was supposedly segregated at that point. But as we know, it really wasn't segregated, because that's how you got the Tuskegee Airmen in the World War II, which was an Air Force unit which was segregated. So the Buffalo Soldiers have kept that name up until that point, into about 1945, 1946 or so.
That is amazing. Thank you so very much. And it represents such a great, it is an honor to accept that name, because it represents such an honor, such a huge and brave group of soldiers just as yourselves. Thank you so much for the history and sharing that. We'd like to know where we can get some more information in regards to your group. If you can share that for us, please. Your name is?
Yes, my name is Art Dyson, and you can go to www.bsmcu.com, and you can get all of the history that you just learned about from both troopers here and about our organization. We're reenactors of the Buffalo Soldier Mounted Cavalry Unit, and we go out and we do things like this here today in Oxnard. We do parades. We're living history reenactors, so you can reach us at www.bsmcu.com.
Thank you so very much for your time, gentlemen. We appreciate everything you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.